All right, today I'm going to be diving in how to write a strong B2B sales email as a new SDR. I spent 2 years as an SDR manager and literally oversaw hundreds of different SDRs and hundreds of different email templates. And I pulled up one that I think is very common and representative of the average email I see floating around out there that people are taking and using for themselves. So I want to break down what problems I see with it and why it's hurting your results. And then I'm going to show you at the bottom how to fix it in a second. So let's get into it. So the email reads, "Hello, so-and-so, hope this finds you well. I wanted to reach out and introduce myself. I'm part of the cloud applications team here at Y Company that supports marketing needs for companies based in Florida. If you're interested, I would love to set up a brief 10-minute call to introduce my team, learn more about your initiatives, and give a high-level overview of our solutions. Are there any dates/times this week or next that would work well for you? Warm regards, Connor." So I put in red here all of the areas that I flag, and this is kind of how my brain works when I read an email, because all of these I either define as passive language or language that just doesn't add any value. And some of this you might find nitpicky, but even a 1% improvement in email can make a massive difference because you send out hundreds or thousands of these things over the course of a quarter. So a 1% difference can be the difference between 10 meetings. So I do look into the little details. So even this first line, "Hope this finds you well." In my opinion, this doesn't really add any value at all. Every email starts this way too. I don't think you're going to book any meetings because you started off with "Hope this finds you well." And there might be a 1% chance that someone reads this and is like, "Oh, another marketing email, another cold email, click away." So I don't think you even need to say anything like that. And then next, I wanted to reach out and introduce myself. I'm part of the cloud applications team here at Y Company that supports marketing needs for companies based in Florida. Marketing needs is just really, really vague. There's no value in that. And a person reading that is going to be like, really, if that's the best you can do on a cold email, how are you going to do on a call? Why am I going to dedicate more of my time to you if all you can describe the way you help is marketing needs? Then we get to the real meat of it, where I really think the big issues are and what I focus on with new SDRs. If you're interested, I would love to set up. That is total optional sounding and what I call passive language. If you're interested, it presumes they might not be interested, and what you have to say really isn't that important. And then "I would love to set up." It would be nice to, I would love to, but we don't have to. It almost sounds like a favor. Again, these are small details, but I'm going to show you how you can fix it in a second. "I would love to set up a brief 10-minute call to introduce my team and learn more about your initiatives and give a high-level overview of our solutions." You're supposed to know about them and their role and their challenges and be coming in with a point of view. No one wants to hop on a call to teach you more about their initiatives and for you to give them a high-level overview. It's just not enough value. And if you're reaching out to the average marketing leader, like if you're reaching out to a chief marketing officer or something, very, very few of them are going to want to hop on a call to get a high-level overview about marketing needs. Are there any dates, times that work for you or next that would work well for you? Warm regards, Connor. Even something like "warm regards," I'll show you what I prefer to use instead, but I do look at signature lines, and "warm regards" to me is like, I'm just trying not to bother you. It's okay if you don't respond to me. I don't know. It's just a little vibe it gives off that I don't like. So I'll show you how I fix in a second. So this email isn't all bad, though. What I will say is it's short and to the point, which I think is really important in today's age. It's got to be something people can read on a cell phone. A lot of these people read their emails on cell phones now, and no one wants to read a really long, cold email. And it does answer the three key questions that I think you need to answer, just like cold calls. This SDR told them who they were, why they were reaching out, and what they wanted. Just, I don't think they did it in an effective way. So now I'm going to show you how you can fix this by keeping the structure the exact same. I'm not going to go into a really detailed email. I'm going to use kind of a generic example here. This is more for broad-based messaging, but how you can take this email template and turn it into a stronger, much more effective email. So I'm going to pull this up now and I'll break it down for you in the same way. I highlighted in green the areas that I changed, but I kept the structure mostly the same. So it reads, "Hello, so-and-so. My name is Connor Murray, and I'm part of the Y Company account team supporting X company. Our team focuses on marketing cloud applications and works on priorities related to campaign orchestration, lead management, and account segmentation. I'm looking to set up some time to introduce our team and get aligned with your priorities going forward. Do you have any availability early next week or the following week? Please let me know what time works best for you, and I can send us an invite to connect. Looking forward to it, Connor." So I took all these areas in red and I fixed them down here. So you don't need to do anything too fancy. I started off similarly. I just told them exactly who I was. And then instead of just saying broadly that we support marketing needs, I named some priorities that I assumed would be important to this person I'm reaching out. What I put in parentheses, you can change based on who you're reaching out to, what their title is, and what priorities you think are important to them. So I took 3 pretty general marketing priorities that I know are important to most marketing people and just used them in this example and named them. So now I named priorities that they're probably talking about in their leadership meetings, like campaign orchestration, lead management, account segmentation. It's just a little more specific, a little more value than just marketing needs. And then here's another key change. Instead of if you're interested, I would love to set up, small tweak, I am looking to set up some time. It sounds much more assumptive and you sound much more serious. They're a lot more likely to respond to you. It almost sounds like you're not going to go away easy. I am looking to set up some time to introduce our team and get aligned with your priorities going forward. So if any of these priorities stuck out to them, we're looking to get aligned and make sure we're working with you in the right way going forward. That's a little bit more value than learn more about your initiatives and give a high-level overview of our solutions. Do you have any availability early next week or the following week? Please let me know what time works best for you. Again, it sounds much more assumptive and strong. They're a lot more likely to respond to you and not just ignore it and click away, especially if you follow up consistently, which I'll touch on in a second. Please let me know what time works best for you and I can send us an invite to connect. Looking forward to it, Connor. So instead of warm regards, I said looking forward to it. Thanks in advance is also a great one. But even the subject lines, I think you want to be using a more assumptive subject line. So all of these individually are not going to massively change your results one way or another, but added together, the email reads completely differently. This reads like you're serious, you're very direct and to the point. You made it very clear, here's who I am, here's how I can help you, what we work on, and here's what I want, which is time on your calendar. Now, what's most important here are the follow-ups too, which I have another video on follow-ups, I'll link to it. But most meetings get set over email on the follow-ups. Most people don't respond to your first email no matter how good it is. So the goal of follow-ups is to just get them to scroll back down and read your first email very closely. Now, again, this is kind of a generic, still a generic email. I just wanted to take the common generic emails I see out there and show you how to make it better. I'll have more videos coming out on how to write more targeted emails, but in terms of what I see out there, this is a quick fix that will take this email that I would rate like a 3 or 4 out of 10 and get it to this, which I would rate like a 7 out of 10. You're going to see yourself start to get a lot more responses if you replace passive optional sounding language and just start using stronger, more assumptive language. That's the first place you should start. So hope this helped. If it did, hit the like button and I'll see you on the next one.